Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where last episode we made this empire title. And it is glorious. So let's take a quick look at our succession here. We're going to lose 6 titles on succession, including this kingdom, which I'm quasi-okay with. He's only going to be the nominal king. We're going to lose this county, and we're going to lose this duchy. Okay, I think that is acceptable. That is quite acceptable, in my opinion. So let's take a look at how we're doing in our culture. I would definitely like to get some additional learning as we go forward. We're learning 6, and this guy's our current player heir. Here's the question. What's his learning skill? 6. 4. He is in a diplomacy education. We can't change that. Right. This guy is in an intrigue education. Let's set that as learning. Unfortunately, none of the siblings up this way have a particularly high learning skill. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. I think she's the best, but I don't think that we are capable of making her be our designated heir. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we're mostly chilling at this point. We want to attack this guy, but at the same time, Divine Right will come in 9 years. That said, that's enough time to grab one thing from him. When is our truce up with him? Is that... which truce is that? Not that one. It should be this one. 3 months. Okay. Right, that's this guy? Yeah, that's this guy. Fantastic. So that'll be up in 3 months, and we'll definitely be able to attack him at that point. The question is, what claim are we going to press? And we are going to press a claim. We have several duchies that we could claim de jure. In fact, we have de jure claims on all of his duchies. Maybe we should just do this all in one big war. I don't know, maybe that's not the best idea. We could also attack up over here. Do we have claims here? We do. And I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to declare this right now. So we are going to raise up our troops here. And how many are we going to need? That's a lot of stress loss. Wow, okay. That's a ton of stress loss. He has 2,000 troops. We're just going to wait for our men-at-arms. A little more. Wow, still no men-at-arms. There they are. This is more troops than we need for sure, but up we go. Someone else joined the war, but we don't care. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, we're gonna not do that. We're gonna do this, let him lock in, and attack. Okay, there's also a siege that we can do right here, which is okay. It shouldn't take long. Fantastic. That's 32% war score right there. And yeah, we'll get this siege. No problem. That's 75% war score. That was insane. 43 war score from occupying this holding. I mean, I suppose he does only have the 3 counties, but even so, that's an insane amount of war score. This is going to end the war here. Boom. There we go. He is now part of the realm. Fantastic. I don't suppose we have any claims up over this way, do we? We do. This is a crappy claim. This is a very crappy claim. It's a mediocre claim and a subjugation. Okay, so I suppose we could do this. Not the end of the world. We'll just get our troops raised up until we have our men-at-arms, and in we go. In fact, I'll order their move now. There we go. There's the men-at-arms, and in they go. The siege should go very quickly indeed. And there's 3 right next to each other, 3 castles here to siege. Okay, so that was only 5%. That's good to know. So with that only being 5%, Ooh, that's going to be an empty holding there. Speaking of which, I want to check up here. Yes, empty holding. Fantastic. How about over here? 2 empty holdings. We're going to need to build a temple and then a city. We'll hold off on the city, of course, since we don't have the cash. That took us up to 16%. Fascinating that that was 10% more in value. Well, we're just going to continue expanding over here. This snowball is rolling. I don't think there's any stopping of this snowball. There we go. It's currently 1095, and of course, the late medieval era doesn't start until 1200. So that's great. We are at this point through the early game, very solidly. I guess we'll take the benevolent intent. I don't really care. Okay, we're up to 35%. And we have ticking war score on our side. We're just making our way up towards their capital up there. Social manipulation. Sure, we'll get some XP. Excellent. We got a weak hook on him. That's perfect. And we'll siege here next. We're already almost at half of our war score. Ticking war score should get us there. And then we can pretty easily make our way up to the capital here. Wonderful. I do want to get trebuchets, but I feel like our sieges are fast enough for now. Once they start upgrading their fort levels, it's going to get rough. We're going to want trebuchets as soon as possible, and then to bombards beyond that. But I still think more men-at-arms is the better upgrade right now. So we're at 78% on this war score. The White Fox will not pursue, or will not elude us much longer, rather. We are still in poor health, and when we succeed, we're going to have some fires to put out, but that's not unusual. Okay. It's over. I never even saw their army. All that for this one county. Barely seems worth it, right? Barely seems worth it, but it will end up being worth it. So we're going to need a city holding. In fact, we're going to need 2. So that'll be fine. We are about 8 years away from Divine Right. I wouldn't mind attacking these guys next. Only a subjugation. What about these guys? We do have a claim there on a county. That's not awful, but we have died. Okay. So, we do need a lifestyle. We're going to go for learning. And we've already gotten scholar. That's pretty convenient, actually. We are going to go on to scholarship focus here for that development growth and for the +3 to learning. I want to be researching these texts that much faster. Look at that. From 6 to 23. This is now down to 7 years. This is down to 5 years. Great. Okay. So we do need some counselors here. We'll put in this guy as our chancellor. We will put in this guy as our steward. I kind of don't like him. He is our best option by a wide margin, though, because we would end up losing out on a lot of diplomacy if we moved this guy, and the next highest beyond this guy is only 1 higher. So I'm going to put this guy in as our steward. I'm not happy about it, but I'll do it. This guy is a clear choice for our marshal. A clear choice. And then our spy master. They're bad at the job. But I think we need them on our side for now. So we'll put this guy in as our spy master. He's not great, but we need to work on getting some of this territory back. So our half-brother here. We have a 100% chance of imprisoning him. Do it. Take the tyranny. I don't care. Fantastic. Okay, so he's imprisoned. And then as far as this up here goes, can we do the same with this guy? 66%. Okay. We'll hold off on that for the moment. 0% and 24%. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we are going to revoke this guy's title of the Raj of Sinhala and everything that goes with it. And he will accept that because he is imprisoned by us. That brings us up to 8 of 8 domain, which means that we don't necessarily care too much about the rest of this. Our current wife is a skill 11 steward. Let's see if we can find a super good one. And in fact, this will do. Fantastic. We'll get that marriage through. We became the new dynasty head, as expected. That marriage goes through. We will make her be our primary spouse. And we will, of course, set her to be on managed domain for the +5 stewardship. That does give us an additional domain holding. I would love to revoke from this guy. He is an ally. Are we married to... Yeah, we're married to his daughter. So that's not going to be an option. It'll be this one then. Only an 8% chance here. If we were to imprison him, a 43% chance. Okay. What I'm going to do for right now is I'm going to make the city holding over here that we needed, as well as over... Where was that other one? Up here, I believe, somewhere? Yes, this one. We'll work on that for now, and yeah, we will go ahead and ransom some people. That's, of course, in the court tab. Fantastic. And that means that we have enough cash to construct this. A temple holding must be constructed first. Right, and that's 4 years out. Unfortunate. That we can't queue it up. Especially considering that you can't cancel them. I'm surprised that queuing it doesn't do the trick. But, okay. So we are about 7 years away from Divine Right, about 5 from Men-at-Arms, and that's fine. Yeah, there are factions being created against us. We are not surprised by this. Let's look at the de jure kingdoms here. Do you actually hold any territory? Yes, you do. Who all would be upset? Quite a lot of people. We'll hold off on that. Actually, I don't know that holding that kingdom is even important. If we look at the actual de jure drift, I think I'm okay with this being the only kingdom title that we hold. I really do. This should, of course, be basically fully maxed out down here. We did just gain 85 more gold, and it looks like there actually are some locations down here that did not get fully maxed out. And since they are in our personal kingdom, we definitely want to make sure that they do get fully maxed out. It looks like that was the only location that we had missed. So that's great. We're very happy about that. Of course, we're going to get windmills and hoardings fairly soon. I think my plan here is to do Men-at-Arms into Trebuchet, into windmills, into hoardings, into castle bailies. And we'll just see what the exposure decides to do. I think that's the overall plan there. Do we have any additional claims that we can press? We have no CB. Subjugation. Subjugation. There is this claim still. And these crappy claims up here that we're not that interested in at this exact moment. Oh yeah, we can buy claims. How much does that cost? 1,000 piety. Fascinating. I expected that to cost money. But it's piety. Oh, this is on the kingdom. It's 1,000 for the kingdom. Oh, that's huge. That is actually huge. That is insanely powerful. And so I think that means that we're going to sit on the scholar tree for a while here. We're doing okay as far as our monthly income goes. Oh, that's right. We need to make sure that this person is on our side. We need to sway them. Wonderful. I'm also thinking about sending a gift. 168 gold for 25 opinion. I don't think that's actually worthwhile. 300 gold and 300 learning lifestyle experience. Sure, I'm willing to pay that. I do want to attack this guy for this claim. So we shall. We are going to raise up our troops right on here. Fantastic. And we're just waiting until we have our men-at-arms. Let's see, 2,600 troops. That's hilariously small. Okay, sounds good to me. In we go. Yeah, that's by no means our full army, but actually that's pretty close. If we look at that. Yeah, our levy count is reduced from where we were before. That's for sure. And that's okay. We are not shocked by this. We're losing money right now, and that's also okay. Doing this strategy that we're doing right now, we are guaranteed not to be making as much money or have as many troops as we possibly could. And that's okay, because we're going for technology instead. Okay, we're going to siege here. They are sieging down here, but I don't think we care. Yeah, they're going to take forever to siege. So that's wonderful. I think we'll head up here next, as soon as we're done with our siege in a moment. There we go. We're at 67%. And that's always magnificent to see. Now, we are still on... Actually, we're on High Crown Authority. We may want to bump that up to Absolute, but let's look at our factions here. Okay, so we're on Absolute Crown Authority. Our factions weren't very scary, so I felt completely okay with that. We may drop it back down if we get a Liberty faction. Our wife died. Okay, and we lost stress. It wasn't a day too soon. We should definitely get additional wives. We are losing piety currently, I think, due to too few spouses, and we definitely want more piety. So, let's just take a quick perusal here, see what we can see. I'm not necessarily looking for anything in particular. High traits, I'm looking for decent congenital traits, and that's our cousin, which isn't going to be helpful. Yeah, not a whole lot available here, although that's not bad. We're going to head for their capital next. Wonderful. And at this point, I'm not sure we really care about additional spouses. I probably should have gone for alliance power there. Yeah, I should go for alliance power here. This is our nemesis. We could marry our nemesis. What could possibly go wrong? And in fact, I am not going to do that. We'll go down here. That's not much, but okay. This war is over. So be it. Disband our troops. And let's take a look over here. We can construct a holding, and so we shall. This will be a city holding. Glorious. As a ransom, sure. And we are going to need to construct another city holding over here once this temple is done. That'll be in 2 more years. And of course, we're currently 47, and we have no children of our own. Our player heir is actually our half-brother. That will likely change. I think. Yeah, that'll likely change. Just based on what we're working with in the wife situation. We're going to bump these feudal taxes up for sure with our hook. There we go. We can transfer this over, and so we shall. We can vassalize this person with low obligations. Okay. Yep, that's something we'll be okay with. We have a new learning lifestyle perk available, and we'll grab Zealous Proselytizer for convert speed. Now that we can buy claims, we're no longer too interested in fabricating claims. We are instead going to work on conversions. And we have a speed increase on that, but it's not going to be fast. Okay, titles can be created, and those are things that we probably do want to do at some point soon. I'm not doing it immediately, though, because I want to get a few things going first here. Actually, we should start working on this. This duchy can be created, so we'll go ahead and do that. And we will give that off to this guy, and we'll grant him the duchy, and then we will demand conversion. 90% chance of acceptance. Fantastic. So he converted. That's great. That's a great conversion tool. Hand them the title for the big opinion boost, and then demand their conversion. I found that to work very well. So at this point, we need to get ourselves another domain holding here. And I would love to revoke from this guy. Can we just imprison him? Only a 30% chance. This would give us our claim. And I'm okay with that. Now, he's really upset at us, but we now can revoke it without being viewed a tyrant. On decline, only these guys would join. Do we care? Okay, so figure that's somewhere around 10,000 troops plus another, call it 12,000 troops. I don't think we care. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We know that he's gonna decline, so I will preemptively begin raising troops. There we go. In we go to their capital. We are instantly at 10% here, because we captured an heir, apparently. Okay, sounds good to me. So we're gonna crush his force. Absolutely no problem here. There's a dangerous faction right now, this independence faction, and I want to get this guy on our side for sure. There we go. Excellent. That should be under control. And because we crushed a third of their army there, or close to it, they're not very threatening to us anymore. So I'm very happy about that. This also means we could revoke Kongu, theoretically. Oh, and this one down here. That's all of the vassals that we want to revoke. I'm super happy about this, actually. Okay, so there is the majority of our war score. We're going to head up here and siege next. This should get us ticking war score in theory, although this is a tyranny war. So we'll have to see where they decide to go. Are they going to head for a capital? That would be ideal for us if they did. I'd really like that, actually. That would be right on our way. Yeah, there they go. Perfect. I'm super happy about this. Super, super happy. I'm going to raise additional troops over here, just in case we need reinforcements. And we're going to head on down. Now, it looks like we're currently losing this, and I'm wondering why. Better army commander. Oh, we don't have a commander here. That would help. There we go. Much, much better. And we're going to send these guys in as reinforcements as soon as they're done gathering. There we go. Yep, they're out of here, but they are caught. So that is great. So this is a faction to install a guy on the throne. I don't think we care about this, actually, right now. We'll come back to that after this war. Okay, so we're going to catch these guys over here. No problem. And this will end the war. So that will be great. There we go. War should be over. It's actually not. Are we at our max from battles? Yes, we are score capped from battles. Okay, so we're going to need to come down over here. That's fine. So that means that we do need to deal with this. We have a son and heir. I'm going to... Wait, can we just negotiate with this guy? Yes, we can. Fantastic. He's our brother-in-law. And that should solve that issue. Yes, that full-on disbanded it. Perfect. So over we go, and we're going to siege down Candy. No problem. This will put an end to this war. Okay. So it's about 40 days there, and yeah, this is going to give us everything that we need, honestly. Wait, are we losing ticking war score? No. Did they unoccupy something? I don't know. No, I think this was just always what it was. I think I was getting confused there. A little ahead of myself. That's okay. Betrothed can marry. Do it. Fantastic. And this is a Liberty faction. We actually don't care about that. So we're going to enforce these demands. So be it. Disband our troops. And that, of course, means that we are going to revoke this from this guy. We have a valid reason. In fact, multiple valid reasons. There we go. We're also going to revoke this. Perfect. And yeah, this is going to put us over our domain limit, I'm aware. We're also going to revoke this, and that gets us all of our personal titles back together. So that's wonderful. We're going to grant out this title to a low noble, this title to a low noble, this title to a low noble. There we go. And that will get the rest of these nice and online. We're going to need to work on control over here, and that's definitely something that we can do. So we're going to increase control here first. Wonderful. Hi, pause menu. That reminds me, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to deal with this Liberty faction. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in... Never mind, it dealt with itself. In the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And I will see you all next time.